Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another Lamborghini, part 3 now. So sorry about we're a few minutes late. Jordy disappeared and his computer booted him out, and I was all sorts. But we're here now. So how is everyone this evening?
Good.
Not too bad.
Yeah, good. So
weather's getting us doing because I kind of get that up with.
Yeah, the rain is ridiculous, isn't it? At the minute, it's raining down here, just constant.
Mm-hmm.
But
seems to be stuck over the top of the country at the moment.
Yeah. So we had. I think was it Saturday? So no, Saturday wasn't too bad. It was a bit overcast, but it wasn't that wet on Saturday. But it's come back again. So right. Well, let's do some chat then, I suppose, and then we can get on to doing some of the build.
Okay, then we've got Atoll going evening, Horlixs, Mark and Jody Dave. 7 degrees C, cloudy, but for once, dry, but for how long?
Hi, Atoll. Hi, Atoll. It's 9 degrees here, according to my weather station.
Dear Mac Bills, good evening. Horlixs, Mark and Jody, have a great show tonight.
Hi, Dave Mac.
Hi, Dave. Thank you.
Dave goes evening, Atoll. Horlixs just said about we're having technical problems, and Dave Atoll goes evening to Dave Mac, and we'll have who's that? Theo.
He's called it the other Mark, but it's Mark's hobby.
It's Mark's hobby, is it?
Yeah.
The other Mark.
The other Mark. I want to know. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Stick to Mark's hobbies is easier. Dave Mac Bills, evening. The other Mark. It's everybody saying evening. Yep, everybody's just saying evening, and that's it. I'll store it there.
Cool. Okay. I need to sort this camera out. Right, so let's go down to the build table. There we go. Let's get a central view. And some light on the situation.
Okay, so tonight we're starting on stage 12.
Yes, so stage 12. Just as a recap, last week we complete the some of the engine, and this is what we ended up with. It's all nice and firm now, all the glue's set. That's what we've got. This seems to have set more in place now. We're going to be carrying on with the diff by the looks of it, which is stage 12. And if I get my mag, we can, if I get it the right way up, we're going to be starting down here. Starting to put the diff together. So, and then we'll move on. We'll be doing some sort of suspension system there, and then we get to mount some of it into some of the chassis, and then we'll see how we go from there. And then we might even be able to mount the engine in there, which is on this page, which would be great. And then we'll go from there. So first parts are the P screw and T screw. So I've only got a couple of bits left on this P screw, so this should be another one that can go in bin when we're done with these.
You need PO6 and PO7.
which are the last two pieces I need to do. Well, why are they springing out my hand? Okay. 1, 2. Right. Those are the P parts. And then this sprue is now empty. Yeah, it's got another one of them things. I don't think they're anything because they want all of them. So yeah, that's it. That's that sprue done. And then we need parts from the tea bag.
Yep.
Which are more silver parts here.
So, main part is TO5.
Which is over here. I believe. Yes. Okay.
And then you need TR6 right and TO6 left.
Left. And 06 right. Okay.
Okay. So, what do you want to do first? Do you want to get the screw in first with that piece in the middle, or?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Right. So for that, you need a K screw.
K screw. So we've got my screws out. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well in the chat and all that. Okay, so we're going to be inserting this way round, and I'm just going to check that we can, yeah, and that's going to be fastened, yeah, with the K screw. Like so.
Okay, so PO7 needs to be glued on underneath it, what you've just done.
Don't think there's a direction because I think it's the same both ways, but I'm just going to check what it looks like. Okay, it's the same both ways, so I'm going to use the diamond painting pot this time in the hope I don't glue myself together. I've got glue on me already, but I had to get that gel off.
I do like Gorilla Glue, but it goes off very quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if you turn it back over, so on the at your top, you need T06 right.
And we'll have Ian in going, hi all, sorry for the lateness, just been having food.
No worries here.
Hi Ian. And Dave Mack goes, hi Ian.
So that's right. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Then obviously TO6L on the other side.
Satisfying clicks on there.
Yeah. Okay, so next is a bit of a mishmash, but you're going to need that K11-08. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So we should build these at the same time.
Do one side at a time.
So I guess what we could do.
Put the spring bars on first.
Well, no,
the part numbers are exactly the same.
Put the shocks on first. Deal with that. Then the back, then the front.
yeah. So what we're looking at in chat is this. So it's just working out the best way to. Because my original thought was get this part, get these parts.
You could get them ones in first, then the shocks.
Get them on, but I have just noticed that there is some more decals to go on there. But I think I might do them off stream if I can get away with it, just so they've got plenty of time to dry. They're going to go on. I just want to see where that's going to end up before
Problem is, you're going to need it when you put the engine in, or if we get to the stage where you put your engine in.
Yeah, so I'll have to put them on. That's fine. I'm just going to have to. I'll have to nip off and get some water when we get to that, just so I can soak them, and then I'll get the decals on. It's not going to be a problem. You'll just have to be careful with them. Okay, so let's get all the parts together. I think.
Yeah.
We'll lay them out, and then we can go from there.
We'll have Ed Hughes in saying evening all. Hi Ed.
Hi Ed.
Everybody else is just seeing height ahead.
So I noticed we've got SPO2, which are the springs.
Yeah.
They're SPO1s. SPO2s, so we got them.
Right. You need brew T.
Yeah, let's get them out.
And 2 TO8s.
Two TO8s coming up. Okay.
While we're on the T sprue,
Yeah.
you need T16.
T16.
Okay. So we need the K sprue next.
K. I think they're metal parts, the Ks.
Right.
So they are all, or should be in here somewhere, which we're coming to metal parts. So let me just.
Well, there's your shocks at the top.
Trying to get this out in a fashion that I might be able to put it back together, but no. Why don't I use my clippers? Oh, come on. There we go. Slowly does it. Okay. So they're all labelled on here.
Right. So you need 2 K1001s.
K1001. Yeah, that's these are metal parts in here. 2 of them.
K10-11.
How did you get that out of there then? Yep.
Okay. Now we need to make sure we separate these. So you need K1006.
K1006. Yes. K1006.
Right. Treat that as if it was the left. Because it's left on the instructions.
Yeah.
And then K1005 treat as the right.
Actually, I don't know if it shows on the mag or not. No, it doesn't. That's fine. There's because the right one that you mentioned has got like one dimple on there. The other one has 2.
Right.
But I don't know what that means because it doesn't really say anything on the instructions about.
It could be the injection markings.
Oh, okay. Could be looking into it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That is all the parts apart from the decals.
decals I do have here. So
Okay.
I'm guessing
Wow.
I will have to do them.
I have the tattoo zoologist. Evening all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
I think he's called Jeff because he had said hello to him and he's called him Jeff.
Excuse me for a second. I'm just trying to grab a couple of bits. Clear gloss varnish, decal fix. There you go. And a brush, because we are going to have to do some of the decals as we go, I think. Should have been a bit more organised, but there's quite, as you can see, there's a lot of parts to. So when I prepare for a stream, I sort of glance over the instructions and sort of see what parts we need, and you miss some of them. So, but I've got my tray out and some decal fix I'll use.
Right. Do you want to do the decals first then?
Yeah, we could do. I mean, it's been a while since I've done these, so they might go a bit.
So you need 2 WD-09s.
Okay. And they are going to go on the TO8s, which I believe are these plastic parts.
Yes.
So let's see how this goes. Actually, I might scrap that idea and use this. Oh. I might have to use water because I can't get into my decal fix. Right, got it. It's all gummed up.
It does, it gets like that.
Give it a good shake.
It's gone like plastic.
I like the Vallejo stuff.
Ed goes, that's me, folks. Got other commitments. ERG. See you later, Ed.
Thank you. See you next time. Hopefully this stuff will be all right still. Okie doke. So, decals. Let's get them on. Hopefully, without too much of a hiccup. Start with that one.
Try doing the Voyager.
Yeah,
200 decals.
I use warm water to get the decals off, then I put the decal fix on the model so I can position it.
Yeah, I tend to do both. There you go. Smooth them.
I thought the decal fix would be too cold for getting the decals off.
You can use cold water on decals now.
I think it just depends on the quality of the decals, doesn't it? There you go. I'm moving.
I'm old school. It used to be always warm water in the old days of doing it.
Okay, so I suppose it doesn't really matter where it goes, but it's just the branding, isn't it? For the
Yeah. And you're probably not going to see it, but you know.
Atoll goes, sorry I was elsewhere, making up my shopping list for delivery tomorrow. Hello and bye to the folks I've missed. I think there's just Ed that's left. I'll have to try the decal fix that week. Because I say I'm still old school, I use warm water. I've got some decals to put on a plane, so I'll try it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it goes on all right. It does the job. I mean, everyone's different, though, isn't it? Like, everyone's got their own methods on doing stuff. There's no right or wrong way, I'm guessing. It's
Probably
just,
not, long as it gets the decal on. I think it's just a decal fix is great for putting on the plastic models because it helps it sink in so it looks real instead of standing off.
yes, yeah.
I better check my decal fix because mine might well it's not been open for a long time.
Yeah, it was all glued shut. I managed to get it off just about. Right, let me get this other one wet. Look. And then the other part can go on there. Come in, let's see what I'm doing. Doesn't like it, does it? It keeps trying to zoom in and out for some reason. And I've noticed it does that, and I don't know why. Because it gets a good focus, and then it's like, no. Nope. There we go. It's come off on the brush. That'll do. Let's see if I can get it on here. Come on, leave the brush, please. Cool. That'll do nicely, I think. I was a bit nervous, but I mean, I see a lot of people that do decals and they just start dabbing it away really hard. And when I tend to do that, it takes the decal back off. But you have to get rid of the excess moisture, otherwise it floats. There we go. So
Okay.
those two are I'm happy with. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're not going to be perfect, I don't think.
Right, so you're going to need decal 11 next.
Okay. Decal 11 coming up somewhere.
It's weird on them because as I say, you're on a plastic model, you'd see 11 decals in with some clear.
Sorry, what's that?
It's weird how you're putting decals on that, because on a plastic model, you'd leave them 24 hours to dry and then you'd seal them in with a clear coat so that they don't leak. You think them on that would have just been stickers?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jordy. You know, Dano put a picture of that camera stand in.
Yeah.
It looks like a microphone stand.
I saw that, but I think they're the same thing.
They are, because I've got two. One's got the microphone in, and one's got as long as you've got that thing on the bottom of the camera, a screw in the tripod.
All right.
Yeah, I think this one I'm using this came with my microphone, and I'm using it for the camera. I think it's a standard fitting.
Yeah. Our sister Danny, look for one of them, but don't make sure you don't get the one with the phone mount on, because that's what he's got. Because the phone mount one, you can't take the phone mount off. It says you can't buy ones with a kit that's got them separate, but if you buy the one with a phone mount on, that can't be screwed off. So it says make sure you don't get it. Make sure you get one that's got a separate phone mount or just a screw-in thing. But I've got two. I've got the snowboard plugged into one and the camera plugged into the other.
Right, so I've gone ahead. So W11 is going to go in the top of this cap here.
Yeah. Which is T16.
Got a little smiley face on it, I think.
And it's all going to be covered by the bodywork.
Wow, power steering fluid. Come on.
I suppose it's good that they're going into that detail. Just to paint in the backside.
Don't think that's going to fit in there though. So hopefully it sinks. Oh, come on.
Not use the tip of a cotton bud to shape it into place.
Oh, it did fit in there. Look at that. Perfect. Just moved a bit.
So you let that dry off before you move on to something else or not?
Yes, it's something we were actually putting on last.
Oh, good. Gives the decals a chance to stick and harden.
Yeah, it's quite hard to.
Oh. Pepsi do a strawberry and cream flavoured drink.
Yeah, it'd be full of sugar.
Yeah, I've seen them. Well, they did a similar one, and it wasn't. I didn't like it.
Just because we buy our cans of pop off Amazon.
Is it diet or is it full of sugar?
What, the cans of pop?
No.
No, we buy like Fanta and Pepsi and stuff.
Yeah, but you buy the diet to take all the full sugar.
We're either zero or diet.
Okay, so that's that.
I've just done half an hour's weight training before I came on.
Okay, so it's a case now, Horlicks, of putting this together.
Right.
But I usually just drink Diet Coke.
So if we do, I think if we work from the outside in, so if we do the KO 105, which I believe is this part here on the right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be a B screw.
Yeah. If I get that orientated correct, which would be like that, on one of these.
Jordan, if I said to you, you can get a pack of 24 cans of Diet Coke on Amazon, how much do you think there would be?
24 cans.
Yeah.
What's 17 quid?
£17?
Right.
I'd say £11 something.
No. £8.
Don't tell me wife for that. She gets Coke like you know. She was getting Coke off Amazon all the time.
£8 for a pack of 24 Diet Coke.
Oh.
Come on.
So I've got one of them and I haven't used it yet.
So yeah, if you're wanting cans of pop, go on Amazon because you'll save a fortune.
I think I better tell Julie to do that because she goes through more cans of pop than out else.
And it's on Amazon Prime as well, so it's next day delivery. And I'll even prove it to you. I'll share my screen.
She probably gets about bloody 40 or 50 flipping cans a week.
There you go.
Oh well, I'll tell her and she can. I'll order her two boxes and that should last her.
£8. So check out Fizzy Pop on Amazon. You can get it dirt cheap and you don't have to cart it home.
I'm sure when you go to Asda, you're paying about £14 or something for it.
Yeah, precisely. And it gets hand delivered, so.
Right, just getting all this orientated the correct way now. So that's going to go like that, and that's going to go on there like that.
Hey, if it saves the pound coins, it's good. More money to spend down at the allotment.
Yeah, I'm gonna see her going on this AliExpress for some modeling stuff.
I've seen the chat. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Mark, Ian goes, Mark, I do the same. Amazon a great value. And Jeff's just said, order Diet Coke on Amazon.
If you don't know, you don't know.
I'm gonna be back in 2. I'm just gonna tell Gillian that. See.
Watch your jaw drop to the floor. You getting there, Horlixs?
Yeah, these screws are quite hard to go in, actually. Even with oil.
That is brilliant, that.
So I'm not sure if they're supposed to be tight. I mean, it does say tighten them and then turn them 180 degrees back. But does that say on what screws, or is that all of them?
I'm thinking all of them, maybe, if it's doing that. Because it doesn't specifically say for which screws.
Well, she said order some.
I wouldn't have thought it would have been these because that's holding the bracket on. So, but I'm guessing it would be because there's no. You would have thought it'd have an exclamation mark on the part.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the suspension parts.
Jody, I sent you the link to it.
Yeah, no probs. I actually said order us some. What are you looking at?
Unbelievable.
You're putting the hangers on the ends of the suspension struts, are you?
Yeah.
While the decal's dry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to look to see how that goes on. Oh, yes. Just
Oh, dear.
Right, let's put this together then so we can get a spring. I don't know if we can do that just yet or not. I don't know how we're going to... Because this is going to make it have tension, isn't it?
Yep. There's a warning thing at the side.
Yeah, that's what we were just discussing.
So if you put this one on, Alex, you need... God, that's hard to see what screws they are. I screws, I think. Oh, no, D screws.
So I could just sit that on there, actually, couldn't we? So that's going to go something like...
If you put that on, are you going to be to twist the M?
Oh, no, we're going to have to do the other side first because K1011 needs to go on over it.
Any more chat? Oh, and we'll have David Bassett in.
Hi, David.
Evening, Alex, Mark, Jody, Dave, and everyone in chat. Sorry I'm late to the
Good evening.
No problem, David. Good evening.
Okay.
Everybody else is just saying hi to David.
I'll just leave that.
Yeah, I'll just put that to one side and then do the other side.
another B screw. So what I might do is actually put this screw in. I feel like I need to get a die set or a tap, whatever it is. Because I think that'd be easier. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just literally, I'm denting my hands trying to get these screws in. They're really, really tough. Until they get through. And then they're all right.
Well, that's them ordered. Should be on to us every week, don't we, order so?
At least saving money.
I'm going to look on AliExpress or Temu because I want to. Do you know the heat things for styrofoam for cutting it?
Yeah.
They're about £38 on Amazon. I wonder if they'll be cheaper on AliExpress or.
Just make your own. Just hook up a wire to the mains and then
blow myself up.
Then it'll heat up.
Blow myself up. Plus, I want to see if they've got a cheap the electric static grass thingies. Well, I've seen them advertised on Facebook, and I can't remember if it was Temu or AliExpress that does them.
Okay.
David Bassett put this is a really detailed and complicated model, especially as the instructions are not always the clearest. You seem to take it in your stride, especially Horlixs. And Ed Hughes says he's back. Hi, Ed.
Hi, Ed.
Ed says, having built this myself for Ian, it isn't for the, shall we say, less experienced modeler.
Yeah, it does seem... Okay, so I think the next thing we should do is put that bracket on with the D screws.
Yes.
Because that will hold this top assembly.
Section in and then get the screws in on the bottom.
So that's going to go on something like that.
Yeah.
Can we access whatever goes on there? Is that going to be screwed on or glued on?
Glued on. And that is the bit you decaled.
Yes. Okay, cool. So we want a couple of D screws through there. Let's hope they go through okay. They are smaller screws, so they should be good. I'm going to put some oil on them.
Yes, you can get styrofoam cutters, Geordie Day, but it just depends what you're after on AliExpress.
And Jeff, the tattoo zoologist, he's got to go chat. Good luck with this rest of stream.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
Not having none of it, this screw. I think I might.
That's going to get through 3 things, doesn't it?
I'm going to take them off and try and pilot the screw.
So to get 18 cans of Coke from Asda is about £9.24.
Yeah, Gillian says it's around about £14 for 15 £15. I said about 17 quid from Asda, but that's not cheap in Asda.
That's a huge saving. Less than half price.
I'm not sure that's right.
Plus, you don't have to go walk and run to the shop, Neil. It's delivered to your door.
You don't think? How do you mean you don't think it's right?
These screws are not wanting to go in these.
Well, I've just zoomed in and it definitely says D.
Yeah, that's. It definitely says D. Maybe I'm just not going hard enough at it.
Yeah, true, Geordie. Gets delivered to your door and you don't have to cart it home.
Okay, no, it has gone in. Just literally.
It's probably full of paint.
Yeah. I do feel like I need like a tap and die set to go in with these and thread them.
Can you get one small enough for them screws?
Yeah, I think so. Might have a look on Amazon.
Because the one I used to have was bloody massive.
And you was one of them since school.
It just doesn't want
to. I got a little fire where you can clear the hole.
Yeah, I do. Somewhere.
Yeah, Tesco's is a long, long way from me, though. Not by the time I paid the bus fare, wouldn't be worth it. 24 cans, Diet Coke, $7.50. Club card price at Tesco's right now. That's Dave Bassett. Yeah, if you've got a Tesco's nearby and you've got a club card, our Tesco's, I'd have to get 2 buses. Wouldn't be worth it. And if you had a car, probably cost you about 2 or 3 pound in petrol
Mm.
to save 50 pence.
Okay, let's try again. So these are going to fall off, so that's fine. Let them fall for a minute.
So that work?
Yes, there you go. I think that's.
I found I've had to do that a few times because, as I say, the paint gets in the holes and you kind of get the blinking.
Okay, so now we need to do the end ones with B screws.
Yes.
I think I'm going to do the same with that. I'm going to try and pilot the hole. These ones, because they're a bigger screw, seem to go in a bit easier. Like that.
There it goes. Yes, very true, Jury. I'm lucky. Have 2 big Tesco's in Aylesbury. Neither are very far away. 2 Aldis, 2 Littles as well. I used to have an Aldi next door, but I've turned that into a gym. We've got an Asda just across the way. And when Aldi closed down, they put their prices up as usual. Because that's all that's in the village. Other than a little Premier shop in the village. If you built the Supra, not the Supra, the Nissan Skyline, what a nightmare to put on.
Oh, are they?
Oh, you had to compress them to get the bloody, then lock them in. Because you had to push them in against the spring, then twist them. Oh, what a bloody, if you didn't get it right, it would fly off and hit the ceiling. Especially if you had enough, if you had basically like a real car, you'd need some proper spring compressors.
Okay, so the last thing to do, Alex, is to fit on part 2 T16 on the top, and it's glued in.
Salvador. Oh, hard already.
And here it goes. Walking distance from me is a small co-op, relatively small as that, not far away. Plus, have a Sainsbury Waitrose in town. MS have proper shop, not large in town, but a food hall out of town. Waitrose, we had one in Newcastle and they closed down. I thought they'd went bust.
Okay.
Okay. So that concludes step 13.
I've left all these screws loose a little bit so that it moves. And I'm guessing by the time we're going to probably have an hard issue later on, because I reckon we're going to have to compress these to get these in wherever they're going. But they do sort of function, as you can tell. Okay.
Okay, now I think in that box you're going to need part Q004-01 because I can see that being metal.
Which one? Sorry?
In step 4, that massive piece of framework at the bottom, Q004-01.
Oh, K004.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that is this piece.
Ah, there we go. So it's plastic, is it then?
No, it's metal.
It's metal.
That's one bit I did get out earlier.
No, because you're going to drop all this in and put other stuff in.
Okay. Might need them out in a minute, but let's leave them there. Okay.
Right, so we'll make up what's in the red circle first, I think.
There's a warning when you cut the sprue for.
Yeah.
Okay, S.
So we need S01.
When you cut the sprue, make sure you leave a little tab at the bottom.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, 'cause there's a warning there.
You can see where the mold ends up. So yeah, that's not a problem. So that's that part there.
Okay, you need SO2.
It's finding the parts, isn't it? Because they're not necessarily in order. What's that part? Oh, there's another sprue in the middle of that.
Okay, you need SO4. Should be that big thing in the top right. Yeah. And then finally SO3. Right, so it's a case of gluing all these bits together, and then you'll be putting a decal on once done.
That was the decal I think I was going to do at the ends. That's the one I did spot. Because you can still have access to that.
Right.
So I might do that after that's in the frame, but I've just got to remember, so I'm going to have to leave a note somewhere. So yeah, I think the best thing to do is get the bottom on first. Let's do a test fit. That's going to go on like that. That's fine. Come on.
You may want to file them little notchings off, Alex.
Well, I was thinking that, but it actually feels smooth. It does feel smooth. See?
Yeah.
It's just marked in it. See?
Yeah.
So, probably won't see it.
Oh, well, that's good. You'll not see it.
I don't think we'll see any of this detail, to be honest, because it's all going to be under the engine or under the bonnet or underneath the car, and there's a massive under tray cover that goes and covers all this up. So I've just seen someone's changed my name on here.
Oh, you only just noticed that? I did that at the beginning of the stream.
Okay, so that's that on there. This part is going to go on like that. That's handy. That's got different size pins. This glue is really getting annoying.
And I think that next bit, SO1, I think it's a D-shaped pattern on it, so it can only go in one way. Yeah.
Yeah. Good spot. So I was just thinking to myself, maybe we won't glue this bit on yet because I don't know where it's got a point.
Oh, trust me, I have my glasses on.
I've got it zoomed in and I can't see the line of the D shape. Just looks like a little notch.
Right, so, right, Horlicks, I put that to one side and let that dry now. Because what we could do next is we could make up the other bits. So, you know, the two side pieces.
Yeah.
SO8, S10, make them up, both sides, and then we can just put it all on the frame at the same time.
Yeah, so it gives them a chance to dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
So if we do the left one first, you need SO8. Okay, and then S10. That's only two parts that you need. Okay, and that is going to be secured together with a K for kilo screw. Yeah, it goes in like that. Hopefully no problems because you're screwing into plastic this time.
Yeah, be a nice. Should be a nice. It looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Like it's not
Supposed to be on there, but
yeah. But yeah, that's on.
okay. So if we do the other side now, you need S7. And S9.
That's all goes. Local shop for me is Sport, rip-off merchants. Hence why I shop at Morrison's via Amazon. Orders over £60, free delivery. That's another old name shop, Sport. I think when I went to Dave's, there was a Sporties. You don't see many of them around here neither.
Right. So it's now a case of putting everything on that framework.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking.
It doesn't even give you it just says boom, 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 boom. Doesn't even give you what to put in first, or
This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. If you turn it around the other way in the rotation of the magazine.
Sorry, no, I meant more the fact of trying to get these screws in on, you know.
Let's see how it goes. That's all I can say. Okay. What do you want to put on first?
I guess we could do this bit.
The diff? Yeah. Okay, that's going in with 2 E for Echo screws.
Do you know what? I might need to get the Aura screwdriver up and running because it's got a better grip. And I think that might help. Because it does have its uses.
I don't know, mine's been sitting in a drawer for years. I think I need to get it out.
I still use mine.
Because my wearers are wearing out.
It's good for grip, like for hard screws, because you've got more to hold on to, I feel. You get more of a drive on it.
I use mine for all the torque bits and stuff, for taking stuff apart. But
yeah, mine's still practically brand new because I bought that. Then the wearers couldn't. I hope we'll get them instead. So
E screws.
no, my wearers are wearing out. Vera, or how you say the name version?
oh, I know.
Yeah, this screwdriver is brilliant for the frame. Straight in that one. Minimal effort.
In fact, all the screws, Horlicks, that we're putting these pieces in, are all E screws. Make life a bit easier.
Just got to be careful not to over tighten these. Obviously, we're going into plastic as well. Careful of that as well. I'm just holding it up so I can see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, first bit in. Okay, so now we need to
do the bit behind it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should be dry now.
And do you need the sticker or will it or will you be able to see it once you put this engine on?
That I can do that. That sticks up for ages, so I can put that on any time. I'll be able to do it before the next stream. I'll do it after the stream, so it's done, and then it can dry. So that's going to fit in like that with these screws.
Yes, it's all E-screws on the frame.
That is an E-screw. Notice that some of these are mixed up. Not for me, but just generally. They came out of the bags like it. No, because that's a plastic screw. That's actually a K screw, that one. Good job I noticed that. Because the metal screws are obviously machine screws rather than...
When you finish the little trip on the holiday, where did you get? Just come in when you're finished.
Just trying to find the best way of...
And Atto goes, just think, Horlixs, after you've built the model, you can try assembling the rear car if you have the room in your garage driveway.
I haven't got a garage, but is that supposed to be sticking up in the air?
Yes, I believe so.
And it does sort of follow the shape, I think. It's just, I don't want it to... Actually, no, I'm not sure.
Yes, it sticks up.
It does stick up because it's sort of caught on that.
If you look further down, it's coming off at an angle.
Yeah, okay, that's quite clever then. So that's sort of pushing down on it. This piece we put on.
Yeah, it looks like when there's a screw hole in it. It looks like the engine is going to push into it. So it must be a place under the engine for it to lift into.
Okay, well we can always see what that is. It's just that this part looks like it's pushing heavily on that part there. You see, which is bringing that up. So either that's design or that just needs loosening and that needs tucking in so it's level. But we'll see where everything else lines up shortly. Okay.
Okay, so now it's just putting the two side pieces on.
Okay, Dave Back says, I'm calling tonight, guys. Been a great stream, and you're doing an excellent job on the build. Night all in the chat. Night,
Thank
Dave.
you, Dave.
Night, Dave.
And that all says night, Dave.
Okay, that's interesting. That's cheaper than Wearer. Oria now do a ratchet set.
You have watched World Workshop with a wearer ratchet
Oh, I've seen them wear a ratchet sets and they look amazing. And I did have a look at them actually, but I couldn't find. I don't know whether they had, because I remember they got like the Christmas bag, didn't they, from Mike Lane, and it had. I'm sure it had a ratchet wearer in there. And I tried to find the same kit, but I couldn't. I don't know if Will's Workshop's here or not, but or if he'd know, or but I couldn't find the kit with the ends that we used for these builds in. They were all random ends. They weren't the 0, 0, 0, and 1.
I think I was watching one of Wills's because I watch him for me builds, and he was saying about it, and he was going to talk to Mike Lane saying that some of the pieces are not right for our modelling.
Yeah, I think that would be. But obviously, you can buy the bits, I guess, separately. But I wanted a set that had those common bits in, and I spent ages trying to look on Amazon, and I just couldn't find anything. So I was. He's a vendor for them now, isn't he? So I even.
Would the wearer bits not fit them? They're a common size, aren't they?
They probably would, yeah, but obviously I've only got the screwdrivers, so I'm going to have to buy them separately, and I just wanted to buy a kit that had all the right bits in, just to try and save a bit of money.
I mean, not the wearer. Would the aura bits not fit into that wearer handle?
Oh, yeah, it might do, but these aren't that strong. They chew up easily. Whereas wearer doesn't as easy.
I've got a little chunky handle one here off the Eddie Starboard set, but it's not. It would be great if it was a ratchet one.
Okay, so that's those two side pieces in. It's coming together.
Okay, so next is we are lowering in the engine.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Are you not put? Does that top bit not go under first, Mark?
Which top bit?
No, when you go down to the next page and it's K13.
Yeah, we've got that here. That and the engine goes in.
Does
K13 is what we built earlier.
Yeah, but does that not, looking at that direction, does that not fit in first, or?
I would have said the engine would have gone in, and that goes over the top by the shape of the framework.
Looks like it, because you can see the engine in, and then you can just about see that over the top of it. So yeah, I think we can dry fit it first anyway, and just see.
Yeah,
we can work out where all the holes are, and everything needs to be lined up. It should be good. So if I lower in the engine, then let's have a look and see.
Yeah.
God knows where it all goes, to be honest.
Yeah, I can even see where that bloody K13 goes. Where it's sitting over the top. There's paperwork.
No, I'm just looking ahead, and it looks like that other piece does go on top of it.
trying to find.
Horlicks.
Yeah.
The other
Right.
back.
Turn the engine upside down.
Oh, sorry. The engine.
Turn the engine upside down. Right. Now try and put the framework over the engine. You might find you can see where it lines up better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where it lines up. Full start.
Were you correct in what you were doing?
Yeah.
Two screw holes near there, where you can see them 2 screw hole dents. They're just up from the back.
Yeah, but there's nothing for that to screw into. I can't see.
You can just see a little. I'm trying to work. Yeah, see where that little end, that it's like an engine strap about from the back going up where the exhausts are. There's 2 holes. No, back on the. Yeah, there's 2 holes there. Do they not fit the 2 holes? That's under that bar that bends down. That bends up. Them, it's hard to show you on here.
Horlicks, them 2 holes on the engine. Go to the framework.
Yeah, them.
Go back. Keep going. Keep going. Go to that strut in the middle.
Yeah.
Them.
Them 2 holes I just showed you before fit in there.
There and there.
Them
Yeah.
2, yeah. They fit in there.
Nope.
Yeah, they line up perfectly. Right, I'd get 2 K screws in there.
Oh, I see. Hang on. Well, it doesn't tell you that, does it? Oh, it does. Yeah, there's a. You have to put this end
Yeah.
in a hole up there, all at the same time.
Hi, Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess goes evening all. Hi, Burgess. And it says, and Burgess goes, and if it chews up the screws, it might be a PZ, not a PH screw. All Japanese kits have PZ screws.
Right. Okay. So based on this, that definitely shouldn't be pointing upwards. So that needs to be addressed. So I need to. I'm going to loosen this because that bit of plastic is caught.
Because when you look at that one down, it is pointing upwards.
It does look like it, but it's not. It's not because it doesn't want to line up. It keeps wanting to spring up. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. Let's try that. And it does still want to spring up a bit, but it doesn't. That's not as bad, so let's try that. So that needs to go in there. There we go.
Right. Get 2 K screws in them 2 holes, and then at least the engine is in, sort of, and then we can put the rest of the screws in. At least you'll have, if you get past this stage, you'll have something nice to look at.
Go back to the wearer now. This is where I think I need the build cushion for something soft to.
Okay, right. So you've got 2 more K screws. I mean, it looks like they're going into the exhaust, but coming up through the frame.
The back here,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, through the frame into the bottom of this exhaust, because that exhaust fits in there perfectly.
Yeah. And then that will secure the engine in.
Just handling it with a bit of respect, because it's all over the place. There we go.
Brilliant. Right, so the next thing is we need that
You've got
suspension piece.
You've got 2 OC screws from the side, haven't you?
Yeah, they're going to hold in that suspension piece we did.
Oh. God, it's all over this, isn't it?
Yeah, that goes in there, and then it gets screwed in at either side.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's good. That goes in there. That's looking pretty neat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See. Where is coming out? The Oreo, sorry. Because these are. Let me put that screw back. That was a. Okay. Sorry, you can't see as well. No, how are you supposed to do that in there? Can't. Might have to use the.
The Geordie, if Amazon go out of stock of Diet Cola, we know who's been drinking it.
One side's in.
Excellent.
It's a bit awkward because
You get 2 screws on each side.
you can, yeah. So you put 2 screws in each side, but the problem is, I'll show you in a minute. Just for anyone else who might be building it, it's not too bad. I don't know if you'll see it. Where you put this screw in from the suspension, there's a big overhang. It's not gonna focus. There it is. Can you see there's an overhang?
Yeah.
So trying to get the screw in is a bit awkward. You have to put it in at an angle. So I did that with the wearer screwdriver, and then it actually makes the edge of this screw go silver because it's rubbing against it. So you have to put it in an angle, and then once you've cleared that thread like that,
Straight.
if you can see,
Pulls
it's
it in.
made the edge silver because it's rubbed all the paint off the screw head. Then once it's in past there, I can then go in with the Oria and finish it off. So 1, 2. So that is now firmly in place. And I'm guessing that's going to move however it moves. And then that's what we've got. So that's that whole step done, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, no.
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 We could get, yeah, what's the time doing?
I mean, it's nearly 8:45, but I'm just thinking, let's leave on a win on a high. Because that gives me Ferrari, the LaFerrari vibes.
I'm just looking at, hang on a minute. Let me just see, because this might be quite an easy step because it looks complex, but we've got 2 bits of frame that goes in with 3 screws. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, pipes go
1,
on it.
2, 3.
And then that bit goes on the top.
Then the top bit, and then that would finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
That pipe goes in the frame there. That pipe goes in that bit of frame. B screws, that's going to be mirror edge. That sits on the top. So the only complicated thing about putting this on the top is finding the screw holes which are on this frame. I think we can manage this last bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be too hard at all, and then we will have a completed.
Okay, so you're going to need K00910 and K00911 from the metal bits.
Right, put it with. Oh, yeah, I think that'll look cool with that done. I don't know what's after that though, but we'll. So I think that's one of the bits.
Looks like it. Yeah, I could imagine Burgess.
Burgess, and if you're wondering how you service the engine in the full-size car, you don't. You drop the engine down.
Okay. So this bit of frame is going to go this side of the engine. Now, this hole here is where it's quite easy. This hole here is where
I
This
suppose.
pipe goes in for the side of the engine, and that's glued in like that.
Okay.
You've got a channel there and a channel at the back.
So that is all put in with B screws. B for Bravo.
Okay. I know how that goes in, but it's not going in. So, just a little bit of a sand, I think. On the metal parts here. I'm just getting the paint off so that it fits in the channels. Yeah, it'd be nice to get this on. Right, let's see how that fits. Perfect. We're in. So you're not going to see them. I've sanded them down, but you're not going to see them, I don't think, in the frame, because I had to get some of that paint off to get them to drop in. So then B screws times 3. Nope, dropped a square. I'll find that. I mean, so far, I can't fault this for alignment. Yeah, I just jinxed that.
Oh. Should never jinx yourself.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, can't really fault this for alignment. Yeah, I'll say that again. Yeah, but yeah, no, everything does seem to have gone in nice. So then this piece of pipe will then go in the frame there. And I don't think I'm going to glue that because it fits nicely in there.
Okay. So, yeah, you need to put the other side on next.
Same for the other side. Let me just check to make sure. Maybe this side might fit, or does it need sanding? No, it needs sanding. Or filing, should I say. It's just to get the excess paint off the the tolerance is quite tight. And it's only on the two ends. This part's all right because it fits over the thing. But it's just these two ends. Right, let's see if that's enough. No, not quite. Look one way. Okay. And we're in. B screws again.
Yes.
That's one. Two. Okay, and then it just leaves this bit of pipe work here to go in the side of this engine. Does it go underneath?
No. You've got one piece that goes into that, and then you've got another piece on that pipe that goes into something else. If you look in the black circle.
So that must go into there.
Mm.
The other pipes are already connected.
It's referring to this part here,
Yeah.
but can't see.
Where it'd go.
It looks like a pipe that sticks up from the top of the engine.
It's the bit we shoved down the engine.
Unless that's what it's telling us to do. Because didn't Ed Hughes confirm that?
This is what we're looking at here.
Yeah.
It says that goes into the main bit of frame, but you can't really do that unless you. Do you know what? I'm not sure I'm that bothered about that because that. What?
Could you put that other bit on the top? It's got to cover it all.
Cover it all, isn't it? Yeah, like it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, what's confusing me actually is I think the instructions are actually wrong.
Ed says there is one pipe that just fits down through the engine.
Yeah, that's the bit that we've got. What we're looking at is this part here, which to me looks like the elbow or whatever it is on there goes into something, but we can't work out what. But also, it's saying that this engine pipe goes into this hole here on the frame here. But you can't. But there's another hole here which this wants to fit.
It does go in that book. If you look, that red line goes up and then up over, so it's that hole. It's just the way they've got all these lines hitting each other.
Because if you look
basically like you would say.
There's no hole on that frame. That's where I've plugged that pipe in on this bit here.
Horlicks, just get you the piece that goes on top. Is there any way that pipe could go onto that top piece?
There's only one hole on that frame, and that's where that pipe goes.
Not that's obvious.
I think you've got that pipe in the right place. There's only one hole in that frame, and that's where that pipe goes.
Goes the other way around.
There's a gap in there.
That looks like it.
It does look like it.
Yeah. That's sneaky.
But how? Because that's facing the wrong way.
It looks like, like it's at a junction.
Yeah. It needs to be spun round. I think we need to pull some of that up, twist it round. Then it's going to go in like that. But whether that's going to be achievable is another thing. It might be. So let's see if we can work out how this frame goes on. Because that's the next part, isn't it?
Yeah. So by the looks of it, there's no glue. It just sort of sits on top of the engine, and then you screw with the bit that's coming off the pipes onto the frame. Oh, that sounded nice.
Right, I'll tell you what, I am not putting that bit of pipe in. But there's absolutely no need because you can't see it. I'm trying to find somewhere for that to go now. I've pulled it out. One sec.
He didn't either.
Yeah, you can't see it. What's the point? I'll just shove it down in there and make it look hidden-ish. That goes in there because the problem is you need all them gaps because there's pegs on here where it fits into the pegs on the bottom of that. So you've got to line that up. Push that down. Could glue them, but did you glue your bit on it? This bit? I mean, it's loose, but you've got to pull it up to get it to come off.
I hope he's caught you. I hope because he's just said I'm off again. Catch you all later. So I don't know whether.
Do you know what? I might just glue it. It's not going to come off again, is it?
It's got a.
When it fits nicely there.
Well, if they have screws on, will that not hold it?
Only at the front. I'm just going to glue it. Because there's plastic pins that go in holes. So if I glue it, I'm not going to glue all of it. I'm just going to glue this pin at the back. Because that fits nicely. There you go. That'll hold the back of the engine.
Right. 2 E screws.
E screws.
E for Echo.
I nearly did screw and glue then. So that's one.
Pardon me. Oh, medication burp.
In export engine struts, I got it with the top. Engine reinforcement bars.
Two. I believe that's that step done.
Yes, it is. Because we'd start next week on step 15.
Yeah,
Yes.
wood that makes the engine reinforcement bars or struts or protection bars.
Yeah, that's cool. We can sort that out next week. I'm glad I got that done. That's one bit done. So this has got a bit of weight to it now. But yeah, we're starting to get the engine now. Like assembly. We've done quite a lot of work in the last 3 shows, really.
Mm.
It's good once the engine's finished.
Yeah, there's absolutely 0 point, I feel, in trying to put that little pipe in the bottom of that, because you're not going to see it. That is. Let me just get some tweezers on that. This pipe here is definitely, I believe, in my opinion, in the right hole, because in the mag it definitely says to go in this one here. But the way the pipe goes, it doesn't naturally want to go that way, but they've added a hole in the frame here, which makes more sense, but that isn't in the mag because that's there.
Is that all in the big strut?
Yeah.
And they've got it further along?
So it's saying to put it in here.
Yeah.
Which is there.
Mm.
Because you've got the hole at the top and then you've got the hole underneath. But this pipe doesn't naturally want to go that way, and if it does, this would have to go under there, which isn't really possible. So, but there is a hole here in the frame, so that's where I've put it.
That's fine. I think that'll do.
And then obviously the decals are still on after all that work as well.
But can you still get to that other one?
Pardon?
Oh, you can get to that other pipe. Well, you need to put the decal on.
There.
Yeah. I think we'll call that a successful night.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. It's all solid. Everything's solid. There's nothing moving about. Fragile. These are going to be a bit fragile because they're plastic. So I'll just have to bear that in mind. But that's all nicely on. And yeah, I think that's a successful stream. Yeah, definitely. Right. Now I've just got to tidy up my room because it's a mess. And have some tea because I haven't eaten yet. I literally raced home, had to do something else. Then I came on here. Oh, so yeah, I need to go and get some food.
Me too. Some.
Any cubic of the Photon P1 is now available.
All right. Do you know what? If it's anything like that M7, the other day, right, I wanted to story time. I was trying to print something, and I was running, just about to run late for work. I was like, I've got to leave now, but I had to get a print on. First time I've had this issue, but I said to Mark about this. All the sensors are very finicky. So I went to print something, and it kept saying, it came up with an error message. I was like, what now? Thinking it was going to say residue. The build plate the build plate is not installed on the machine. And I'm looking at this build plate that's quite clearly on the machine, and I unscrewed it, took it off, put it back on, build plate not on the machine, took it back off, turn the printer off, turn it back on, let it do its startup program, put the thing back on. It kept saying the build plate wasn't on the. So in the end, I had to go right deep into the settings, which I didn't have time but I needed to get a print on. Then you have to recalibrate everything, all the sensors recalibrate. You have to take the build plate on and off, on and off. It's just, that's why I recommended against it, because it's just, you can't do anything quick on it. It's always moaning about something. So yeah, that was that. But it's all right now. Again, for now. But anyway. Yeah, anyway, so thank you all for joining this evening. And yeah, we've got MCC UK on tomorrow. I might be a little bit late to that, but I will be on. And then, yeah, that's it for me, really. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening. I'll leave it for these guys to say their goodbyes, and then I will end the stream.
Good night from me. I'll catch everybody tomorrow night.
Yeah, and the chat's all up to date, so that's good night from me as well. Catch us tomorrow night.
Lovely, thank you. Thank you both for your help, as always, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.
I need